Hi friends, Third Wheel here. So today I'm going to be doing a story time, and I'm kind of going to be doing two, but they're like related because they both happened at like theme parks or like amusement parks, whatever you want to call them. So the first story I'm going to be telling you guys happened in Disney. So basically, let me just get right into it. So we were in Disney, and I was like 4 at the time, and since I was 4, I didn't really ride roller coasters, but most of my family did. So I was with my grandparents, and then my mom and my dad, and then my sisters, and I think my brother too, but he was like an infant, so he couldn't really ride, but so there was kind of a debate going on about who would go on the ride and who would stay with me and my brother. So, I guess it was decided eventually that everyone else would go on besides my grandparents, and my dad. I think my dad stayed too. So it was like my dad and then my grandma and grandpa, and then I stayed with my little brother. So yeah, but like my mom went on, and some other people, like some other members of my family also went on. And so, since I didn't want to go on, and I was little, I was staying with my grandpa, but then my grandma and my dad and my little brother also didn't go on the ride, but they were like a little bit farther away from me and my grandpa. And we were just standing there. I don't really know why, but we were. I don't know why we weren't like with like the other people, but we were just not around. And then like we weren't really talking, we were just standing there. And at one point my grandpa just like started walking into the ride. And I was like, where is he going? Where are you going? Like, don't just leave me here. I'm like 4, so I mean I'm pretty self-sufficient, but like I can't just, yeah, you get the idea. So I noticed he was walking away, and I was like, okay, like maybe, I don't know, he's gonna come back. I mean, I was 4, so I didn't have the best like mental thing going on. So I realized that he wasn't going back, and I kind of realized he was going on the ride. So I started like panicking and like looking all around me because yeah, my grandma and my dad and my little brother were over there, but at this point I like didn't know where they were. And I thought that they had all left me there, which wouldn't really make sense because my brother was a baby, so they couldn't take him on the ride. But I didn't know where they were, so I just was like freaking out and looking all over the place, and, like all around me. And you know, Disney is pretty crowded normally, so there were like a bunch of people around me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm lost. This is terrible. And so then I see my mom coming towards me. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Because I mean, I was like lost for like 10 minutes. No, probably less than 10 minutes, like 5 minutes. And so then I see my mom coming towards me, and she's like, where is like your grandpa? And I was like, I think he went on the ride. And she's like, okay, well, just come with me. So then she took me over to where my dad, my grandma, and my brother were. And then, yeah, I don't know what ended up happening. I think she didn't end up riding it, but yeah. So yeah, but I mean, they weren't really that far from where it was. I think I was just so panicked that I didn't really know where to go. And plus, I was 4, so like my whole like, you know, I just wasn't really. I didn't know where to go, and I was just really confused and scared. So yeah, I was like almost lost in Disney, but not really, because I wasn't lost. So the next story is happened. This is probably gonna be kind of a short story, but I'll try to make it a little bit longer. So it happened at a theme park in Pennsylvania. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but it's like near the Pittsburgh area. And like my family usually goes there like every summer together. It's like my aunt and uncle and like my cousins and my grandma and my brothers and sisters. My brother and sisters, not brothers. I only have one. But yeah, so normally at some point in the day, we only go for a day in the summer. But normally at some point during the day, we will eat, like have a meal together. So there's like this one place that we always eat. So we had gone there to eat, and everyone was just like picking up the food they wanted because it was kind of like, I don't know what you call it, like cafeteria style. And so I was just getting the food I wanted, and but my aunt and uncle and cousins kind of like checked out before us. So I got my food and I went to go sit with them. And so I basically ate like my whole meal. Like I got there my whole meal and I had like one thing left and like I had to finish my drink and stuff. But then my mom realized, or I guess like she just like came over to tell me that I didn't pay. They didn't pay for me. Like I wasn't gonna pay for myself, but my mom, like my parents were gonna pay for me, and they didn't pay for me because I kind of just like sneaked off, and I guess they kind of didn't really think about it. And I wasn't trying to steal. I wasn't trying to like be sneaky. Like I wasn't trying to be like, oh, like you know, let me get away with like getting a whole free meal and just like go over here with my family and pretend I like already paid. Like that's not what I was doing. I just like it didn't register apparently that like I hadn't paid for my food. So like I was basically getting a free meal. But yeah, I mean I didn't get arrested. No one came up to me. I didn't end up paying. So hopefully I don't get like arrested now or like I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So basically, yeah, I got a free meal and I didn't think about the fact that I would have to pay for that. So yeah, and it's a running joke now because everyone just continues to think, like, they just continue to joke about the fact that, like, oh, were you gonna pay for that meal? I mean, really, I can never live it down, so my advice to you would be to always pay for your meals and remember to pay for your meals. So yeah, those were my two little story times. My stories for this story time. So yeah, I basically almost got lost in Disney and then I got a free meal. So yeah. So that basically wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed my video for this week and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye!